Okay, thank you, Endo Sensei. So my topics, this study is related to the evaluation of fatigue strength under multi-axial non-proportional loading. And today, these topics are focusing on how to evaluate the direction change of principal stress and strain, which is very key to evaluate the fatigue strength under multi-axial loading. Today, especially the definition of the non-proportionality under wider range multi-axial loadings conditioned. So my name is Takamoto Itoh, and also the colleague is Dr. Renge. He's also attending today. Okay, so I think that you already know what is a non-proportional multi-axial loading. In the multi-axial loading multi-axial test, we usually use two types of the specimen. The one is the hollow cylinder specimen like this, apply the axial and the torsional loading. And also by using the Crusoe specimen, applied the X and Y loading in X, Y, and Y directions. When using the hollow cylinder specimen and also the axial and the shear loading, the amplitude changed in the cycle. In that case, the loading becomes the non-proportional loading, in which the principal direction of the stress and the strain changed in the cycle. What happened to the material? Due to the direction change of the principal strain, the different activate slip systems are active. So in that case, sometimes the interaction between the slip systems occur, resulting in the additional cyclic hardening and also the creation of the number of small cracks in the specimen. On the other hand, using the Crusoe specimen, the direction of the loading is always fixed in the X and Y direction. Such a loading condition is classified by the proportional loading, but some researchers say that non-proportional loading, because if we change the loading, maximum loading, the X direction or Y direction, the alternate and the change, in that case, the maximum principal stress or strain plane is changed. However, the principal direction is always fixed in the same way. Okay. So what happened to the material under non-proportional loading? Due to the interaction between the slip systems, the additional hardening occurs, and as the cyclic stress and the strain curves increased like this, rather than the proportional and also the uniaxial loading. So in the strain control test, this is the correlation of the failure life with the equivalent strain range. This is the proportional loading, and this is non-proportional loading. The failure life in the non-proportional loading is always decreased, but the decreased ratio is depending on the material, not only the material, but also the loading path. On the other hand, the stress controlled test, this is the stress versus failure life. This is the proportional uniaxial loading, and this is the non-proportional loading. Due to the cyclic additional hardening, in the high stress level, the failure life becomes longer than the proportional loading. But the lower stress level, this is the decreased. So this means the fatigue strength reduced due to the creation of the micro cracks. Okay, there are several special requirements for evaluating the strength under non-proportional multiaxial loading. So this is the example for the special requirement. So stress strain amplitude. In the proportional loading, it's very easy to evaluate, but in complex loading, where the principal stress and strain direction they change, how to evaluate the stress and strain amplitude. This is also sometimes difficult, but not so the critical issue. And also the showing the stress strain waveform, and also this is third one is very key issue to evaluate the principal direction change in stress and strain. I mean that this is the loading non-proportionality. Today, I will focusing on these topics. And also in the random loading, so the cyclic counting is also very key issue to evaluate the non-proportional loading. Okay. Oh, so it takes time. Okay, I already proposed the strain parameter for the life evaluation, delta epsilon NP. So this is the strain range. This is correspond to the stress range under non-proportional loading. And also multiplied the GIS term. The alpha is the material constant related to the additional hardening, depending on the material. For example, the stainless steel has a very high value, approximately the 0.8 and 0.9. And also, on the other hand, FNP is a non-proportionality of the loading. And this value takes a 0 in the proportion loading, as well as the uniaxial loading. On the other hand, the non-proportional loading, it takes the 1 in max. Of course, this value is depending on the intensity of the loading, non-proportional loading. The FNP calculated by this equation. So this one, the epsilon it is the amplitude of the time t, and epsilon 1 is the unit vector, normal vector for the critical, the reference, the plane. It's a so-called the critical plane. And this is the epsilon 1. And the epsilon r, due to the direction change of the principal stress, stress and strain, the ER is the changed. This is the ER. And this is the cross is the vector product, and the using the GIS equation. In this term, this is the intensity of non-proportionality at time t. This is the integration in the whole path in the cycle. DL the path length. Okay. So in this case, the epsilon, the direction change of the principal direction is always monitored by the maximum principal stress or strain. This is very important. Maximum stress, only the maximum principal stress and strain. However, in the previous, sorry, this one, I need to skip. In the previous study, it's almost 10 years ago, I performed the test with the tension and inner pressure loading test using the Chisholm specimen. In that case, the maximum principal direction is changed in this direction or in this direction. I performed several parts of the test. This is stress control test. This is the box test. This is one of the example. In this case, little bit this picture is difficult. So as you can see, there are the several maximum, not maximum, principal shear strain plane like this. The point OADB on the path, this maximum plane is changed in the site. In that case, we could see the additional hardening, not so large. We could see the additional hardening and also the reduction in failure line. So damage is increased. In the previously, I do not take care of this effect, but the experiment results show the reduction in failure line. Because this is the Moore's circle, in this case, this is the second, the principal stress is, even though the changed here, in the current definition is cannot take care of the this effect, because I always monitor this one. Okay, time. Okay,
You have 5 minutes, including.
Okay. Okay, so then this is the current the equation, but just modify the this term replaced by this one. What is this one? The T1 and the TR is the stress over strain vector by the Cauchy's formula. So as you know, this is the stress tensor, and this is the normal plane, the vector on the reference, the critical plane. So then we can calculate as similar as this one, but this is also the taking account of the change of the sigma 2 and sigma epsilon 2. Okay, so finally, this is the conclusion. By the principal direction change expressed by the stress strain vector by Cauchy's formula, using this relation, we can obtain the stress and strain. This is the strain parameter, the strain parameter life cheese, and the non-proportionality to life cheese. It's very simple the formula. I believe this idea is can be applied to the the triaxial stress state, not the plane stress state, but however, it is impossible to perform the complex three-dimensional multi-axial loading test. I think that no one can do that. Okay, thank you for your kind attention.